again. I can't go anywhere without running into you, can I?
I remember. Your name is Thoris. You're the last person I expected here.
What's it gonna be? Should I make you a slave or kill you on the spot?
Are you still mad about that old business?
Every time you show up, everything goes to hell. I've had enough of that. The orcs rule the world now, and you will obey their rules or die.
I see you're playing gatekeeper again.
Spare me your sarcasm, you bastard. I guarantee you I'm the only human in Murtana who has managed to make orcs obey his orders. If you wreck everything for me again, this time I'll kill you. Got it?
You're a commander of the orcs?
That's right. I take care of the outer areas of Trellis. The farms around here must be inspected, and the excavations in the Eastern Temple need to be guarded. The job is hard enough as it is. Now that you're here, I'll really have to watch out.
The orcs let you, a human, order them around?
You're impressed, huh? The orcs captured the island of Corinus and brought us humans to the mainland in their galleys. We were given the choice to become slaves or fighters for the orcs. I won fights in every arena in Murtana and adopted the orcs' ways as my own. Once you learn to think like an orc, the rest is easy.
Tell me more about the city of Trellis.
Trellis is a strategically important castle of the orcs. We are close to the desert of Varant here. Lots of Hashishin come by here on their way to the Midlands. Nowhere in the Midlands will you find more experienced warriors and more prosperous Hashishin than here.
So, right up your alley.
Right.
Relax, everything will be fine.
Don't ever let me hear you say that again, understand? You wouldn't talk so tough if you ran into those sneaky forest fellows. Let me tell you, if they get their hands on you, they'll make mincemeat out of you.
What sneaky fellows are you talking about?
Some ogres live in the caves out there in the woods. Until recently, they were quite peaceful. But now they're attacking anything that moves in their woods. I wouldn't go out there if I were you.
Can I help you?
I'd prefer it if you just went away again. But since I'm sure you won't do me that favor, you might as well work for me.
How are the excavations at the Eastern Temple coming along?
The Overseer Tempek is constantly demanding new men, and the deliveries are missing. I've had enough of that. Go to the temple and tell Tempek that he must send a delivery.
What is there to do on the farms?
The farm to the west hasn't been heard from in ages. I sent out a reconnaissance patrol to find out what's wrong, but I haven't heard from them in days either. Go see what's going on out there.
The farm to the west has been devastated. No one is left alive there.
I knew it. I can only hope that this is an isolated incident. Otherwise, we'll be dependent on the caravans, and that will be expensive for Trellis. Here is your pay. I'm sure you have something else to do.
Don't cause any trouble here, got it?
Don't look at me like that. I know that I really have no business being here.
You are working for the orcs?
Of course. Or should I go hide in caves like the rebels do? I'm strong, and I don't want to hide, you know.
You are a paladin.
I used to be one, until we lost the war and our rune magic too. Today, I'm nothing but a shadow from the past. Even the great plans of the fire mages aren't going to change that.
What great plans of the fire mages would that be?
Some mages in Nordmar think they have found a way to restore our magic. That's why they're searching for those old fire chalices and having them taken to their monastery.
What else do you know about the fire chalices?
Nothing. I only know where one of them is.
And where?
In my pocket. I found it among the junk belonging to the soldiers who were driven from this castle.
Give me the fire chalice.
To do what with it?
Whatever you don't seem to be able to do.
All right. Here, take the thing. Who knows? If you take it to the fire mages in Nordmar, maybe some good will come out of it.
You're fighting against your own people?
Enos has deserted us all. When the rune magic died, so did my faith. I will not raise my sword against the oppressors again, unless Enos gives me back my magic.
You'll have to move along.
Leave me alone.
I already know that. There's nothing new here. I already know that.
Be careful what you touch in here, stranger. I will tolerate you in my house only as long as you have gold. I hope you get the point.
Who are you?
I'm a direct emissary from Verant. My name is Kabir. I buy and sell the rare valuables of the desert. I will make you a powerful man, if you can afford it. If your purse is empty, you might as well not waste my time. Every blessing has its price, as does every curse.
Show me your goods. You're more than just a merchant, aren't you?
How perceptive of you. The orcs are searching throughout the land for relics of the Ancient Ones. We give the orcs free access to all parts of Varant and support them in their excavations. I see to it that the orcs keep up their end of the agreement.
What's the agreement between you Hashishin and the orcs?
We support the orcs, and they pay us for it. It's as simple as that. But Vak has been behind on his payments for a few days now. I cannot say that this pleases me at all.
How much gold does Vac still owe you?
An inconceivable amount of gold, stranger. If Vak doesn't pay up soon, we will close the gates of Varant to the orcs. We won't open them again until the orcs settle their debt.
Tell me more about the relics of the Ancient Ones.
The orcs will gather whatever artifacts and ancient writing they can find, but they are most interested in the divine artifacts. They say that the Ancient Ones possessed several of them. That's why they make the humans excavate the old temples in order to find them.
What do you know about the divine artifacts?
I'm a businessman, not a scholar. The secrets of these rare relics have so far remained concealed from us secular people. Presumably, they are incredibly powerful in the hands of one who is chosen by the gods. But who knows?
What divine artifacts have the orcs already found?
They say that such an artifact existed in the Eastern Temple of Trellis.
Existed?
It is no longer there.
What makes you so sure?
Quite simple. I know where it is.
Do you really? Where is the divine artifact from the Eastern Temple?
The price for this answer exceeds the capacity of your purse, I'm afraid.
What will it take for you to tell me how to get to the divine artifact?
Here's the deal, stranger. You see to it that Vac sticks to his part of the agreement, and I will help you. I think that is only fair.
If you say so. Here it says something about alchemy. The barbarians lived in Nordmar, and Robar was one of them. He wandered through the ice without fire or weapons, and the beast was hunting him. I already know that.
Halt, Mora. Do you have any healing potions? I need healing potions. Give me all you've got, or I'll pound you, understand?
Forget it. You'll get nothing from me.
We'll see about that, Mora. No one beats me, Mora.
Hey, folks, there's a fight. Remember to block.
Nothing to be had.
There's another problem. If we crack down too hard, we'll run out of slaves.
I cannot help you.
Exactly. Stop! Not one step further!
Whose building is this?
The War Council of our Lord Vak meets here, Mora. No, we do not know if we can trust you.
Next time. This is what happens.
We have to crack down there.
Here is a healing potion.
See? That wasn't so hard. But that still isn't enough. We need more of them. We're not supposed to impress.
I'm sure you can teach me how to fight better.
You need it too. You Moras are such a bunch of weenies. You've got to improve. You're right, Mora. Shut your trap.
Would you teach me how to fight?
I knew something like that.
Teach me the strong shield parry.
Robar's army produced a couple of really good shield fighters. A strong shield fighter uses blocking tactics. Strike from cover, then move the shield back to the front. But remember, even the best shield won't protect you against attacks from behind.
Why do you warriors have so few healing potions?
That slimy Mora Avogadro was our alchemist, but he disappeared a couple of days ago. Just took off, the bastard. No idea where he is, but he had better move his butt back to his lab.
I'll find Avogadro for you.
Not just find Mora, you'll bring him here. Got it?
Tell me what you need, and then go. I'm busy.
Are you a good smith?
I should certainly think so. Many warriors have gone to battle successfully with my tools, but that was not always so. You should have seen my first sword, Mora. It was shabby with a jagged blade, but I have always carried it with me. It reminds me of my father.
You don't have your old sword anymore?
No! Because that idiotic failure of an overseer, Tempek, just won't listen to what he's told. I said he could take some weapons from my chamber for his excavations at the Eastern Temple, but not the old sword lying on my bed, I said. Tempek must have taken it, the idiot.
Can you teach me how to be a smith?
I'm supposed to teach you? Bah! Why? What have you done for me? You are permitted to wield your weapon for the Orc people. Isn't that enough for you?
Who taught you how to be a smith?
We Orcs are warriors. Many of us are masters of this art. Often it is passed down from father to son.
I need weapons.
I have a few things for a fighter like you.
We have to crack down there.
Show me your goods.
Don't cause any trouble here. Got it? We'll see what happens.
It's your honor. You have to decide.
You'd better go now.
Beat it!
We have to think before we act. That's what you'll have to move along.
Move along, Mora. Beat it!
Don't cause any trouble here, got it?
You'll have to move along.
Those sneaky ogres are guaranteed not to bother anyone ever again.
Good. One less thing to worry about. Here is your pay.
I don't want any trouble.
Hey, stranger. Did you hear anything about the rebels in Namora?
What do you know about Namora?
Namora is a rebel camp to the west. Those guys up there are really well organized.
Do you know where Namora is?
Well, I've been there before. I observed them for days, but I never found the courage to show myself. I wish I had now. I wouldn't try again to go there by myself.
I will accompany you to Namora.
You would do that for me? At last. Forget the farm and all. A rebel's life for me. Do you think they would let me join?
We'll see.
Okay. Let me know when we're leaving.
What do you want from the rebels?
Some of them were here a few days ago. I would have loved to go with them. I'm tired of working on the farm here. Living in freedom is better than being a slave to the orcs.
What are you doing on my farm? If you've come to collect the rent, forget it. The rebels came and pillaged everything. There's nothing left to take here.
Rebels attacking harmless citizens?
Those layabouts are only hiding in the woods so they won't have to do any decent work.
How are you going to pay your tribute to the orcs if you have nothing left?
Right now, the orcs have other things to worry about. The orcs won't be around here much longer if you ask me. Soon the Hashishin will take over everything, and then the deck will be reshuffled.
The Hashishin want to take over the Midlands?
Oh, what do I know? At any rate, I've been seeing more Hashishin here than orcs over the last few weeks. The Verant Desert begins not far from here, to the south. Go see the magnificent buildings they've erected there for yourself. I refuse to believe the orcs are letting them do that out of the goodness of their hearts. The orcs are scared of them. That's what I think.
You don't really seem to mind the orcs hanging around.
I don't care who I work for, king or orcs. Makes no difference. Somebody or other is always ruler of the Midlands.
What about your rent, then?
I already told you that the rebels attacked me.
Nonsense. Rebels will attack orcs or orc mercenaries, but never farmers.
If you say so. 2 days ago, 3 rebels came to my farm from the west. Their leader was called Hengli, or something like that. He and his men turned my entire farm upside down and took whatever they could find.
Where did Hengli go with your gold?
They headed back to the west where they came from.
Show me your goods. I heard that the rebels raided Farman's farm.
So what? They never harmed me.
I see.